think the beginning of the game was pretty rough for me, I believe. So, um, yeah, I think I'm definitely not very efficient, just in general. Especially at the beginning of the game.
Okay.
But no, just I mostly just want someone better to take a look and see what I'm doing wrong,
Okay.
or ask me why. Yeah, I don't know. See
Gotcha.
if I'm doing anything that doesn't make sense.
Okay. Do you play a lot of Medusa?
Yeah, a decent amount.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she's my fourth most played hero.
Okay. So you're like pretty comfortable in this hero, relative to like
Yeah.
most heroes.
Yes.
You're probably against like a DK Rubik or DK Wind Ranger or something.
I
These
think
items are okay.
gyro, gyro, and I think gyro and wind actually.
Okay, well, it's hard to tell
I forget.
sometimes. I was just
They have
making a
very
guess
weird
based on
math.
what I saw, because like you want to like be thinking, you want to have like who your lane opponents might be in mind, and
Yeah.
you're like thinking about your starting items. So
Yes. I didn't really know who I'm against in this lane to be honest. So
yeah, that's fair. Sometimes you just don't really know, and going something like just generic like what you did is pretty fun.
okay.
It's a good block. That's a rip.
Yeah.
It's kind of small, but I wouldn't throw out that snake there, even if it bounces on both of them.
Mhm.
It's just too important to like use to like get a CS, you know.
Oh yeah.
Like even though you get your mana back a little bit, like I don't know, I just wouldn't throw out casual nukes like that that like have like this early that's like not going to secure a CS with. A lot of times you want
Okay.
to use it on the first wave, like to get a CS. There you didn't really
Yeah.
like need to; they weren't contesting you too hard, but like it's not bad to use it early. I just would never use it like casually on just a hero.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, that was perfect. It's small, but like the mana kind of matters a lot, right? Because you can just like
Yeah, you can
get
run
the
out of
mana shield and
mana.
all that.
Yeah, I forgot to turn on my mana shield at first.
What is your ogre doing?
I don't know.
It's like dewarding? Hold on, what is
I don't
happening
know.
here?
The lane was kind of pushed out, and I don't know.
So he's just like trading with the gyro over on the side. Um, yeah, I feel like. Okay, well, I'm just gonna pretend you like don't know. I'll like mention like. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, okay.
Okay, this is where he should have come to help me, maybe.
Yeah, because the thing is like
I don't know what he's doing. You're trying to pull, but there's no camp.
he's
Oh,
dewarding. He's like
oh
trying to
okay, yeah.
de-sentry the camp. Although I don't know if it's sentry. The guy might have body blocked it.
Yeah, maybe.
Um, yeah, when the lane's up here and there is no pull camp, I don't think what he's
Hmm.
doing is correct. But like, given that you're gonna like, he might as well be a pub player. I don't even care. He's like doing something that a
Hmm.
pub player would do.
Yeah.
Um, I don't really think there's a lot you can do here. Like the
Hmm.
running away, obviously, turning on your mana shield. Yeah, I mean that sucks, but that really there's like really nothing you could have done differently there.
Okay.
Um, like ideally, like in that scenario, like the lane does need to be fixed,
Hmm.
but like not. I don't know. That was kind of a no-win situation. I feel like he could have like stayed to help you. The lane wouldn't have gotten fixed, but you wouldn't have got ran at, which is probably a little bit more important. So I mean, the only thing you could do differently is like ask them to come help you, but they might not anyways. So, you know, I don't know how helpful that.
Yeah.
I don't know how helpful that is. It's not like sage
Yeah.
coaching advice.
Be aware of where your support is, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, at least hopefully you feel comfortable knowing that like it sucked, but like it wasn't like you did anything wrong. Yeah, I think your ogre is just conceptually playing this lane wrong. Like you want to, he should be playing like in front of you.
Mm. Hmm.
Um, like 2v2 in the creep wave, like you guys should win it. But he's like just kind of sitting behind you, so they're like going on you instead of him.
Yeah.
And then like he doesn't help you when they go on you in the same way that you help him when they go on him. So
Right. Okay.
when this is the case, when like your support is not playing well, and you can identify this, you just have to like know that you're gonna go jungle ASAP. So
okay.
I would just like itemize and skill to like get the fuck out of here. Like if this is how my lane is going, and I'm like a hero like Medusa, I'm like I'm getting out of here like as soon as I can, and I'm like gonna start my rotations into the jungle sooner. I would be happy to come over here and farm these camps because like I don't really care. Like they probably pulled themselves. So like I'd come over here and farm this. If they didn't pull, then I'd come back and like farm under the tower, obviously. But like my whole mindset already would be like, I'm just trying to hit whatever creeps possible and like get the hell out of here. So they didn't pull, which is really nice. Wow, can't believe they didn't pull there. Jeez, it's kind of a grief from them. I think here would have been really good, really nice actually, if you would just drag this whole wave. Like obviously make sure it's attacking you, then just drag it all the way back. To like these
through the tower?
Yeah, through the tower. Like over to these creeps here. Because then you're like, A, you don't have to take it under tower, and B, like, it'll like slow your wave down from coming, and like, if they don't pull again, then it's like perfect, because then you like get free farm over here, and then they're not going to pull, and then the next wave will come. Or if they pull again, then like, then you just go contest the pull after anyways. Because like you don't really want to be tanking this, and then you kind of like stop tanking it, but you walk like into the lane, which is like not, you'd rather not be in this situation, right, where this guy's hitting you while you have two creeps chasing you around. It's like the right idea of like keeping it outside your tower. If I were you, I'd be buying like the gloves of haste for the band of elven skin here. You buy the boots. Yeah, the boots. So the boots just say like I want boots for my lane, to stay in my lane, which like I get why you would think that, but because like I'm like I don't want to fucking be here, whether I have boots or not. Like I'd rather you just like skip the boots, suffer a little bit longer, but then just like leave, you know?
Okay, yeah. I was kind of, I guess I was trying to think like, what can I do to survive this gyro's Q? But I should just be getting out of the lane, so it doesn't matter.
If this lane wasn't going quite so bad, I think the boots are fine, actually. So it's just like you have the right thought process of like how to survive in this lane, which is good. My thought process would just be I don't want to be in this lane. So that's why my choices would be different. So just identifying like, oh, I really don't want to be here if it's like really not going well. And I mean, they could be pressuring you even harder right now. Like Gyro's like chasing the ogre around, which doesn't make any sense. Like against better players would just be running you down right now. You're kind of getting like farm that you shouldn't be getting, which is nice. But okay, nice snake. And yeah, like I said, I'd be like doing my rotation in the jungle already here. Like you push this out right here, or like go like pull this hard camp or something. Like go pull the hard, or like go hit the small camp. Like I'd be looking to go hit creeps, you know. What do you do here? I guess this next wave is like right here. Maybe I kill this wave super fast and then get out of here.
Okay. Yeah, I've been trying to think to do that, but I often forget like to just start pushing out the wave and go farm.
Yeah, in the worst, I mean, like, it's kind of interesting because like, if you're winning by a lot, you want to start doing this as soon as possible. But if you're like losing, you kind of also want to start doing it as soon as possible. It's like when the lane is like a little more even, where it like is kind of harder to do it. Because you have to like try and do it safely and like see now they're actually going on you, which they could have been doing earlier. Wow, you're gonna die, but that's life. Oh, he didn't channel that enough. Well, that's pretty cool. It's nice of him. Sweet.
Yeah. I don't know how he missed that. Like
sometimes your opponents are gonna fuck up. That's fine. So your thought here should be to clear these creeps as fast as possible. Like I need you to turn on split shot, dude.
Yeah.
I need you to turn on split shot. I need you to snake this wave, and I need you to not be here anymore. Because this Wind Ranger is about to come back to your lane with full health and mana. And like, what's gonna happen when she gets here? You're gonna leave, right?
Yeah.
So.
Or die.
Do you want to kill these 5 creeps before you have to leave? You probably do. That'd be nice.
Uh-huh.
And instead you just kind of like do nothing. You don't use your snake. You don't use your split shot to like auto attack it down, and you're
Like I
I
think
mean
I
you
get
shove it in your
snake.
tower,
Yeah.
but you take more damage. I think you missed like 2 of those creeps at least, and now you're not hitting them. You know, now you're sitting here like super low. So if you would just
Yes.
it's all about like recognizing like that you don't want to lane, and if you don't want to lane, you just have to clear these creeps as fast as possible. Like in these situations where you're at a disadvantage, if for whatever reason, like I mean, if the guy TP's away, if they die, like before they come back, you need to squeeze as much farm as possible out of the lane. Like I need you to see aggressive pushing of the creeps there. Like use your mana,
Yeah.
use everything, and then you can just leave and go jungle. You know, because
Okay.
then you die here. Because my thought
Yes.
is you kill these creeps ASAP, you go jungle, and you like
Hmm.
literally never come back unless it's
Yeah.
like it's under tower and you like see one of the other 2 heroes like somewhere else. And
Yeah.
it just death just doesn't happen. And that's why these deaths happen is because you just there was no urgency earlier and you didn't realize that like Wind Ranger was coming back and was going to be a huge threat to you. Because if you had realized that, I think you would have played it differently.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I guess I felt, oh, we killed them, I'm strong, but not really.
Mm-mm. So when you're in a losing matchup, it's really important to like play like you're in a losing matchup, even if
Mhm.
like you get a kill. Um,
Yeah.
like the fact that you get a kill doesn't change the dynamic of the matchup. And I think that's
Yeah.
something a lot of people around your level like don't play around. I mean, I see people mess
Yeah.
this up in my games sometimes. Like
Hmm.
we'll like I'll be a carry and I'll have a support,
Hmm.
and my support will be like pinging to go when it's like a bad matchup because they think they see
Hmm.
an opportunity, and if I try it, it just like epic fails. Like
Oh, yeah.
or like it'll barely work, and then like I'll get ganked by their mid laner because I got really low during it, and it's just like you just have to play like the matchup you're in, and don't try and like never think like, oh, I got to kill, I'm strong now, you know. And it's the same thing
Hmm.
if you're in a good matchup. If you're in a good matchup and they do kill you, like you should still come back and play like you're like still play the matchup the way it should be played, you
Right.
know.
Yeah.
And the matchup is partially dependent on like how both sides are executing, right? Like I don't think that like Ogre Medusa should like lose this hard, but like because of like
Hmm.
how your support was playing, it's a losing matchup, you know.
Hmm.
Okay, interesting rotation. But you went to the jungle now, which is good. Okay, I was gonna say I wouldn't be helping that guy, but he didn't like overcommit or anything.
Hmm.
That was good, good efficiency. And yeah, like I said before, I would have started doing it sooner. But if I'm you, I'm like jungling now, and I'm never going back unless I see like this Wind Ranger like somewhere else on the map.
Right.
I'm
Okay.
just basically looking to like completely give up this lane. Like farming this is super dangerous. You just don't take it
Yeah.
fast enough.
Once I
Yeah, you
thought
kind of give
Jaro
up
wasn't
on
there,
it.
but once I saw him, I got it.
Oh, there's a lot of pausing going on.
Yeah. Oh, he's back now.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. That way we're all okay. Top tower is down.
Just FYI, I think for this camp, I think if you like cut one or you might have to cut a tree here and like a tree up here, but then you should, and maybe this tree here. I think you can farm these 2 camps at the same time as Medusa a little bit.
Oh yeah. I don't think that because there's so many trees, but yeah, good point.
Just a minor. You might have to cut too many trees for it to be worth it. Maybe it's not a thing.
You probably have to do it on the bottom first. So
Yeah. Okay, so you like rotating in the bottom lane. I don't mind this too much because there's a bunch of heroes mid. It's reasonable. Could have maybe even considered pushing one more wave.
mm.
Depends on
Mhm.
how scared you are of his jug. I guess he seems to be having a pretty decent game. He's got a maelstrom, so I don't hate what you did though. I think it was reasonable to at least go down there for like a one wave. Oh, we just died. Oh no, we TP'd. I would maybe have considered cleaning up this bottom wave as well. Like keeping my eye on it, like see how it's pushing in right now.
Yeah.
Like you're not stacking this right now, so you can just like go clear this and then like come back and finish it.
Right. Okay.
Oh boy, Tiger's bottom tower's getting hit.
Okay, I see a bunch of heroes top. So you go mid, nice. This Rubik is like getting really annoying. Okay, so you're going straight Manta. I think that's reasonable. Your bottom
I
now
like
is
Manta
good.
versus Jug just to mess up his Omni Slash. I think that's why.
Yeah, I mean, Manta's like a almost buy like every game item here. Here again, like once Jug like leaves,
Okay.
I mean he doesn't. Or no, I guess he does have Omni Slash. Because you're like Stone Gaze, you're acting pretty afraid of him.
Oh yeah, because I thought he was gonna Omni Slash me without when he killed all the creeps, and then I was gonna die.
Right. But here, like, right, you're not getting a stack. The creeps are gonna be here, so like, as soon as he kills these, he's gonna leave, right? Like, he's not gonna kill these and like stand here or like run up more. So
Oh yeah,
like,
I guess you're right.
you
I was
should
scared.
just kind of chill, because like now you're missing this wave right here, which I
Yeah.
really don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be pushing out the wave here.
I thought Jug might come there. He wouldn't, you think? I guess.
No, well he showed mid. He
Oh
went
yeah.
mid.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah, like you didn't see he went mid. That's what I would have. I said like I would hang out here, and
Yeah.
then like kill it while it was like here, because like
Mhm.
I would expect him to like go farm this, right? So like he's like I said, like if you're killing these creeps here, like odds that he's gonna like run up here and try and kill you, I think are pretty low. And then as soon as he shows, then you know you're safe. And
Yeah.
even if you wanted to back until he showed, like he's showing now. So what you could
Yeah.
have done is you could have cleared that first, and then this, and then come back and like farmed this twice. You know, you farmed it once before the minute, and then farmed again after the minute, and then like go back to the lane again. It's just like
Yeah.
kind of minor efficiency thing there, but it just comes from prioritizing the lane. Is like what if you just prioritize the lane more than the triangle, assuming it's safe, then
Yeah.
you would have like hit that like a little bit more of efficient timing, and like that side lane pressure that you would have applied earlier would have like, you know, it just applies more pressure, which is like kind of the only thing you can do is like clean up the lanes and like get them out to the opponent's side and hopefully force a reaction that way.
Mhm.
It's like the only thing Medusa, the only thing she's good for in this phase is like she can like deep push mid if it's like if there's like most of the heroes are somewhere else, or she can like kind of get this lane out and like, you know, you can't really ever go hit the tower unless you like see 4 heroes somewhere else, but
Yeah.
it's these things are important to do on Medusa just because like otherwise you truly are just like AFK farming. So it's like how can I like be at least a little impactful versus like have no impact, right? Besides like
Yeah.
you know getting farm. So you got a Manta. Oh, more pauses. Okay.
Yeah. Lots of pauses this game.
All right. So you got the illusions going out. I like to see that. Nice. I like that you kind of walked mid there. Nice, nice, nice. So you rotate to top now. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. Yeah, if they'd showed up with more heroes, like that was a more concentrated play, like you definitely would have died there. I think what you did is like it's like almost okay. You just have to like do it with more urgency.
Yeah.
Like if you're saying like to me it's like your other option is obviously to go back to the triangles, right? So it's like what are you doing up here that's like better than the triangle? And to me it's like, okay, well if you can like kind of farm your way up here and like throw some Manta illusions down the lane to like relieve a bunch of dead lane pressure for your team and then like farm your way back to the triangle, like I'll accept that. But then you just have to like you gotta like do it, you know? You can't like I mean, I'm not saying like you did this like super slowly or anything. Let's just watch. I'll be like very critical here. Okay, so
I did kind of sit there for like 5 seconds. Like,
you did. You wasted a little bit of time sitting there.
I think my brain kind of froze after we won the fight. I was like, too much focus.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so you're farming. This is good. Manta. Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
we
they're already
respawn.
here. So yeah, good opponents will just do this. So I think if you're gonna like show here like you did, you kind of just
Mhm.
need to walk back like this way,
Okay.
unless you see them somewhere else. But if you don't see anybody, like just have to be very scared. And it doesn't work out for them because they didn't bring enough heroes. But
Yeah.
I mean, I guess DK was bottom, but still, even like
I
one
don't
more
know.
hero there and they execute well, you still
Before.
might die. Maybe you don't die. I don't know.
We do have
Oh,
Dawnbreaker, but
now you come back here. I don't really like this at all. Why did you run back this way?
well, I first came back because my team was chasing them. We killed Wind. And then I don't remember. Maybe we wanted to pressure the tower. I don't know.
Yeah, to me,
Because they're
I
kind of
mean, I just don't
showing.
care. I just don't care about this. Like,
Yeah.
you Venge Ogre. I guess your mid Coddle is here, saying to like go.
Yeah, I didn't really want it, but I remember like I was like, oh, they're just gonna get away. But then when they started catching, I'm like, oh, I'm here, I should fight, but maybe not.
Yeah, I just don't think you contribute enough here. I mean, you're sitting on 3,100 gold. You have a Manta, but like, I just don't think you want to contribute here, especially in a fight this area of the map. I mean, a better team will just like bring more heroes. Like they could have brought more heroes
Yeah.
before. They could bring more heroes now. Like meanwhile, their Jug's just free farming, and you're like doing nothing. I think as soon as you get away, you just like kind of take the space, right? Take
Yeah.
the space, deep push mid a little bit, like go back to your rotation, the triangle. Yeah, I really don't like showing up to this. Okay, you killed Windranger, and then you killed Windranger, then you still kept walking top, which is crazy to me. Like this is the area the enemy team wants to like play in and kill the enemy Medusa in, right?
Yeah.
Like even here, accepting what just happened before, like just throw some Manta illusions over here and like, GTFO back to like your safe space. You're just kind of doing
Okay.
things that Medusa doesn't like to do, and I'm just expecting. I like would just not be surprised at all if something goes extremely poorly in the next like 20 seconds. Because that's
I
just
think I
like
got
how
that.
Dota should work. Like I don't know why this DK is not here killing you. What
Well,
is this
I
guy
think this is
doing?
why I did this because DK was showing bot, so I didn't feel scared at all. But I don't know.
Yeah,
But
I
against better
mean,
people, yeah, that was probably fine.
yeah. It's just a mistake that's like going unpunished. I think, and like you didn't really even get a lot out of that. It's like
Yeah. And oh yeah, and they did take the mid tower for that, I guess. So or was it mid tower
yeah,
still up?
Jug got your mid tower.
Yeah, basically for free. So
Yeah,
I didn't even notice
we're
that.
back in the triangle. It's like kind of okay. This fight is fine. I just wish you would like spent like the last like 4 minutes farming a little bit more efficiently and not going for those kills, because you'd have your Scotty. I mean, you kind of do have your Scotty, but like you would have had it before this fight started. You only got the Scotty gold because of the
Right.
DK kill after it started.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you would have had your Scotty, and then I would have like loved that you were at this fight. And
Okay.
then because you were fighting like 200 gold before Scotty, I was like, so. So honestly, that was a decent fight to take. You just should have had your Scotty at it, and you just didn't.
Okay.
So now you have your Scotty. That's cool. So now that you have your Scotty, as soon as you have your ult up again, I would definitely be looking to like start walking down lanes with your team. Like you guys should feel pretty strong here.
Okay. I don't think I was.
Here, this is kind of minor, but like it's more important. It starts to get important in your level. You farm this, your Coddle, for whatever reason, decided to stop pushing up bottom, and like he's walking mid.
Mhm.
As the carry, you really should not be like walking with a fellow core to another area of the map unless you're like
Yeah.
looking for a fight. But like you're farming, he's kind of farming. Like unless you guys are like setting up the smoke right here, if you were, that'd actually be kind of cool. But I don't think you are. You're both just kind of farming. So, like, you just step on each other's toes. And then meanwhile, like, you know, you could... I mean, I wish that, like, your supports were, like, sitting behind you and you guys were, like, looking to play more down here now. Because you have your Scotty. Instead, it's just, like, kind of really inefficient. Now you and your Coddle are, like, both going to be farming the jungle? What is happening?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think the triangle's farmed, and then he was coming up here. I didn't know where to go.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of space bottom, but, like, that's the thing is, like...
Oh, I guess if we pressured them bottom, like you're saying, then
Yeah, you just needed to, like, play on your timing there. Like, the problem was, like, you, like, had a timing, and then you didn't do anything, and then there's just nowhere to farm on the map. Because, like, I mean, both of those things indicate that you should do something. A, hit item timing. B, farmed everywhere there is to farm. Like, reasonably close by. It's like, both of those things to me are like, I'm like, hey, team, let's go pressure. Like, bottom, sit behind me, I have Scotty, right? Like, don't you guys want to take this tower before you, like, do anything else? It's like, this is the tower. Like, you guys already got mid, which is cool. Like, this tower needs to be taken before you, like, go for Roche or, like, you know, so it opens up more of the map right now. So, I mean, it's kind of, like, on all of you guys on the team. Like, somebody should have been making a play for this, except for Dawnbreaker, who's, like, doing normal Dawnbreaker things out, like, because she doesn't need to be there. So, like, anybody except Dawnbreaker needs to be, like, calling for this play. Dawnbreaker can even ask you guys to do it, although she, like, doesn't really need to show up. So now you're over here. But, like, you have to call for this to happen. Like, playing in the right part of the map is, like, the first step. Because then when you say, hey, guys, come behind me, and you're already here, like, they'll be more likely to do it. But then, like, you know, getting them to show up and, like, just sit behind you is, like, what needs to be happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, like, some of, like, the Herald or Guardian matches, like, I coached. It's like nothing's happening.
Yeah.
It's like, why did you guys do anything?
I don't know. I guess as a Medusa, I don't
Autopilot.
feel that much urgency. Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, well, so this game's a little bit awkward because nobody, like, sets up plays for your team. Like, you have a Dawn who, like, kind of likes to counter-initiate, and you don't have a mid-ganker. Like, you have a mid-coddle.
Well, I guess I can set things up by just sitting there and hitting
Right,
towers.
so, like, what's your team strategy with this team comp is it's kind of like you walking down a lane, and your team just all sits behind you with, like, Swap and Bloodlust and, like, you know, a Coddle, like, chockering you or whatever. And then Dawn, like, ults in if they go on you. Like, it's actually impossible them to fight into you if you just stand in front and your 3 teammates stand behind you and you have, like, Dawn ulti, like, farming somewhere else on the map.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did you walk away here?
The tower was pretty much taken. I didn't see much else to do.
So you guys finally come down here as a team. Oh, you didn't even hit the tower once.
I said my illusion.
Man illusions. So, I mean, just goes back to your timing, right? Like, you should feel strong, which means, like, you should be happy to, like, walk all the way down this lane and, like, you know, you don't have to, like, hard pressure the tier 2, but, like, I don't know, if I'm you, like, watching this from your perspective, I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty strong. Like, I kind of dare them to, like, walk into me. Like, so you said you played a lot of Medusa, but it feels like you're, I don't know, like, did you not feel strong at this point? Do you remember?
I don't remember what I was thinking. I think I didn't feel strong enough to take the tier 2.
Yeah, so that's okay, honestly. If you don't feel strong enough to, like, actually, like, hard push this tier 2, I wouldn't mind if you, like, I just want to see you, like, push all the way down to push the creeps into the tier 2 and then like, you know, then, like, run this way, you know? Like, farm their jungle, like, send Manta Illusions to cut bottom again, and, like, just apply, like, a lot of pressure. Like, you guys can kind of close the map down on them. And the thing is, when you're playing, when your lineup is like this, I guess this is something that, like, a lot of Dota players wouldn't be, like, keyed into, right? Like, usually, like, your mid hero, like, kind of sets up the plays, and, like, or your offlaner kind of, like, makes the plays for your team. But given your team comp, who is your the Dawn's the offlane? Given your team comp, like, if you don't do anything, nothing is gonna happen. Like, you're the hero that, like, for your team that makes stuff happen, and for most carries, they, like, don't. You're probably just not used to that being the case because it's not usually you. But hopefully you can see from this game that it's kind of you, and the fact that you're like playing really passively is just what's causing nothing to happen.
Right. Okay.
So this isn't going to be a high percentage of your games, but like start to try and recognize these like 5-10% of games. It's like, who makes things happen on this team? It's like, it's you.
Well, I would say it happens like a decent amount when you're playing Medusa. I mean, not every game, but
Yeah.
compared to other
Well, if you have a
characters,
normal mid though, like
yeah,
yes, like once you enter like the mid to late game, like the Medusa's like everything kind of has to be like centered around where she is. But like in terms of like calling for plays or like forcing
right.
objectives, like it's not usually. I mean, for Medusa, it kind of is, I guess, in a decent amount of cases. This MKB, I'm not really sure about. Was this just like because they had a Wind Ranger?
Because the Wind Ranger and I don't know, the magical damage versus DK, I thought, and I didn't
Okay,
feel like I needed a defensive item.
you didn't feel like you needed a defense bomb. Interesting. So you're playing really passive, even though you don't think you need a defensive item. That's very interesting reasoning to me.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so you guys took the tier 2 and they took Roche. I mean, okay. At least you were taking an objective.
But I think I felt strong here. This is when I felt strong, when I had my 3 items.
You finished MKB and then you felt strong. Interesting.
Yes.
Alright. Well, yeah, now you guys are playing like raid bosses even though they have Aegis.
Yeah, but I wasn't scared of this jug.
Yeah, that's very interesting to me. I don't even think you necessarily have to be. I'm not like disagreeing that your take is like wrong or something. It's just interesting to me that you're playing this way now and like not earlier.
Yeah, when I could have done it earlier, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, your team just sits behind you. Like, your lineup is like very good at like just protecting you, and they just don't really have the burst damage. Okay, and I assume you guys kind of clean up from here, right?
Yeah, we went pretty quick. Wait,
Seems like
did
it. The
we?
game doesn't go. The game goes a little bit longer. We'll keep
Oh,
watching. Let's see if I
wait.
can throw or something.
I forget. Yeah, I forget if we threw.
You
Oh, I think we
died
did
here.
throw almost.
Yeah, you died here. All right, let's check this out, and then maybe we can.
Oh yes,
get
I
another
remember
game or something.
yeah, I think after this is it does go to 45 minutes because we did make a pretty big throw. I don't know if you want to watch it or just skip to.
Well, we'll just talk about this because, like, if you obviously whatever goes wrong here is what causes this game to like get dragged out for like 15 minutes or 12 minutes or whatever. So like, you guys kill this guy, obviously.
Well,
So you kill this guy.
yeah.
They buy on Rubik. So I think,
Is it? Yeah.
given like. Like pushing into them is really good, but then like after they've glyphed here and you get really low and your Coddle's not here and your Ogre's not here and they're respawning on the DK,
Yeah.
I think to me this is just the time to back.
Yeah.
I think it's just, and like if your whole team is here, you wouldn't need to back. Like especially if you could like drop your Scotty and then like wand and then pick your Scotty back up, you'd have like freaking 1,000 mana or something.
Yeah.
And plus Coddle could like chakra you. So like if your whole team's here, you wouldn't have to back. I mean, this gyro even feeds. But like here, like I think you're already kind of in too deep, and it's like you don't really kill buildings that fast, even with Venge sitting next to you. Like, you know, you don't do a ton of right click damage like yet to buildings. Not to the point where you can just force it, I think. So maybe, you know, maybe you were feeling yourself. But I think just like recognizing that your like team isn't here. Where's this? Can you get a chakra? Did he chakra himself?
Did he?
Or did he chakra you? What just happened?
I think it's bigger than me. I don't remember. Oh,
Wait.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Did he chakra
I
himself?
don't know. Maybe. I mean, I'm just curious, actually. So his chakra's on cooldown. He had chakraed himself. Okay, he did chakra you. He did. All right. Fair enough. All right. You
But
get a
didn't
pass
do
this
that
time,
much,
Coddle.
yeah. I just ran out of mana here, so I
Yeah.
don't have auto.
Well, you were like already out of mana,
Yeah.
so yeah, you just needed to back sooner there, and it's just
Yeah.
like, you got what you came for.
Yeah.
Like the map looked pretty good, but like honestly, you don't need to like back like all the way. Like I don't think you need to like TP base here. I
Right.
think the
Yeah.
key is just recognizing that like you're really strong once you're regrouped. So like, kill these creeps and then like, you kind of just chill for a second. Like wait for Ogre to get there, get some mana. Like you should feel in this situation with no Aegis and no mana. Like as a Dusa player, you should not feel like super strong right now. Like you just
Yeah.
need to be like, I just need like one chakra and like, you really should like really efficient to like drop your Scotty and then like use like
Yeah.
a huge stick. And then like your ogre's there and you're bloodlusted and then you're like strong. So just like kind of like I don't think you recognize here that you like weren't really that strong without the
Yeah.
mana. I think that's the key here.
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions about this game?
No, I mean, we did make another throw, but I don't think it matters. It was pretty straightforward, just late game shenanigans.
Yeah.
We can look at a different game.
Okay.
Like,
One other thing is this Monkey King bar. I'm not completely sold on.
yeah.
I would
I
have been
was
thinking
thinking.
like Butterfly or even like
Okay.
getting the Dragon Lance to
Oh,
like
really?
get like the pike. Yeah. Cause like in this situation right here, like it'd be kind of helpful to be like a little bit further away, I guess. Like just because they have like
Yeah.
the DK and they, kind of have the jug. They like do kind of get on top of you. I'm not saying it's 100% correct to get Dragonlance here. Like I said, Butterfly maybe.
Honestly, I was thinking to get Bloodthorn, but then my friend was like, "No, don't buy Bloodthorn."
Yeah, I think Shard would have been pretty sick here. Actually, they have a
Okay.
lot of targeted spells. It would be really annoying to like have snakes going back at them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, or like Butterfly.
I think I
'cause
just
of the
I
Jug
just
and the
hate
Wind Ranger.
I just hate Wind Rangers. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I've like kind of like I don't know. To me, whenever I like see like a Wind Ranger, like I just am not trying to counter the evasion. If it's like a mid Wind Ranger who's like a huge problem, like yeah, like
Yeah.
maybe you want it, but like that Wind Ranger was
Awesome.
not causing you like huge problems that game,
No. Yeah.
It's like when that's the case, like I don't itemize against the Wind Ranger. I just like make sure I buy like what's good for me. Like MKB's not bad, but like Medusa doesn't really want to buy an MKB. Like it's just not a great item on her. She just uses so many other items like so much better. It's the way her kit works.
Yeah. I mean, at 25, it's okay, but yeah, you'd rather something else, I guess. Here, I'll send you.
Maybe I'm crazy. I'll look at send me a replay. I'll look at Dota 2 Pro Tracker real quick. Medusa. Who's buying MKB? It's up here in the top item build. It's kind of way back there. Any MKBs?
I mean,
No. No MKBs. There's one MKB. It was against a Wind Ranger.
oh, see, there you
But
Oh, yeah,
he
you-
lost, so take that for what it's worth.
Oh, yeah. I wish
Doesn't look
Rapier
like
still gave True Strike.
Yeah, I mean that was the
That's what it
dream.
is.
We didn't know how good we had it, and they took it
Yeah.
away, and it was like, oh, that was actually really nice.
It was so good. Yeah, there's no MKBs here.
So I would just lean against it unless you like really think you need it.
I guess for a damage item. If I want damage, I'd rather get a Crystallis. Daedalus.
Yeah, if you want straight damage, yeah, Butterfly or like Daedalus, I think is what people go, or even like sometimes a Silver Edge is like nice. Depends on the game.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen like on Dota 2 Pro Tracker, I think there are some Silver Edges. Not a bunch, but I see 3, 4. I see 4 on the first page. It's not none. It's more than MKBs.
Yeah.
Who are you this game?
Terrorblade.
Terrorblade.
Oxygen-rich atmosphere.
Okay, so you're probably against like Veno. Snap? Then Pango?
I don't remember. I think I don't.
It's okay if you don't remember. I'm just looking and like
Yeah.
kind of planning ahead, like what I would be thinking. Okay, so you get the late quelling. It's fine. Snap Pango. You just immediately pop the meta. So I'm not a TB player, so I'm not gonna speak from like a absolute authority. It's like TB. I know sometimes you do want to use it on the first wave, but like
Honestly, the reason I used it is because I didn't have a quelling blade, so I couldn't walk through the trees to get to my tower. So I just used it to hit them out of the way.
gotcha. Yeah, I see you got kind of zoned. Well, okay. Not ideal, but I guess it's okay.
Usually I'd wait for the creeps to at least lose some HP before I use it.
Yeah, because you'd want to like get like the second, like a full second wave out of it is basically what you're looking for, or like a third. I don't even know what the timing is. How long does this last? 35? Yeah, you get like 2 waves out of it. Unless you use it right at the beginning of the first wave, then you don't really get the full second wave out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, but otherwise it's going pretty well.
You blew it.
Okay, so you guys gotta pull off.
Blew it.
Yeah, I don't think this usage is good at all.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're like having your way with them already?
Yeah.
So it's like, why, like, he's not about to walk up and contest you guys, like, into, like, 5 enemy
Yeah.
creeps, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no stun setup. This is just very strange.
Oh,
It's just a very
looking
bad
back,
usage. I don't know what you were thinking.
it looks strange to me too. I don't know why I did that.
Okay, well. Yeah, I mean, in situations where your lane's going really well, I mean, I think you just kind of hold it until you, like, either A, like, get some, like, good setup to, like, go for a kill attempt, right? Like, Hoodwink sets up, like, a bushwhack acorn shot, and then you, like, pop it to, like, pump in the damage to, like, secure a kill. Or you, like, kind of just hold it until you can, like, go farm, like, a camp and a half, right?
Yeah.
It's like, if your lane's going really well, like we talked about last time, you can start, like, shoving in the lane and then jungling, right? You can, like, save it for that if you really don't need it for anything else in the lane.
Okay.
It's like, assuming all is going well, then, like, those are the kind of things you should be looking to do.
Right.
Yeah, that was... It's not that you wasted your illusion, it's just that you want the creeps to, like, run up the lane here so that the lane equilibrium is good, and then, like, what you did here, like, slows that down by, like, 3 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So it would have meant, like, up here, but instead it's meaning, like,
Yeah.
over here. It's, like, pretty small,
I guess
but...
Yeah.
Like, that was just, like, the outcome of, like, what you did with the illusion here.
Right. Makes sense.
So... Are you not meta anymore?
I don't think I am. I think it's a replay bug.
It's a replay mode. Yeah, you're, like, melee hitting him. That's awkward. I, like, go back and fix it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, nice.
Looking for me?
The full stun. Okay.
Right. Getting collapsed. That's an unfortunate TP.
Yeah. He died. I guess he respawned. I didn't pay attention to that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say I like predicted him coming. That's something that I don't pay enough attention to. Is like if their mid laner's missing. The only thing I'll say is like I'm already thinking here that like I want to be like rotating into the jungle more, like shoving it out and jungling, and then so like I would like consider like just killing these creeps. You know, like I'm thinking like kill these creeps, drop an illusion, like start like farming this big and small camp. Like
Okay.
I wouldn't be that scared to like go up here, which is why like I don't think this is like crazy your fault because like you were doing really well. So like without Storm ganking you, I don't think it's wrong to be here. But yeah, I would have been looking to like kind of get this stuff started and shoving out. I don't know if that would have changed what happened though, so maybe it's fine. Check on the Dragonlance. Okay, that's another weird kill attempt.
Dire's middle tower's under attack.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be worried about like denying these creeps here.
Okay.
Because I really just want to be in like just amp your own farm mode, right? Like just play for the efficiency here.
Okay.
Now you got other heroes showing up. Because yeah, if you just like shoved in the lane and then like gone to jungle, like I don't think their heroes would be able to be here because I mean they're already like missing creeps, but like maybe if this had started happening 5 seconds sooner, it would have like dragged one of them over here instead of like playing up in your face. It's just all about minimizing the interaction with the enemy. And like I said before, it's like if you're really ahead or if you're like kind of really behind in both of these scenarios, it just doesn't benefit you to like interact with them because you can just power farm.
Okay.
Radiant's middle tower's under attack.
So yeah, now you left. So it's just like doing it, if you start doing it slightly earlier and like recognizing like slightly earlier that you don't really want to be interacting with them. Like last game you died because of it. This game you just kind of like missed out on like kind of like maybe like one wave of farm or something, and then like this, you know, like it's kind of just costing you like a couple more creeps. But, you know, those creeps add up, right? Like this is how you get to the next level, is like you don't miss things like this and you like take advantage and like be super efficient.
Okay.
I want to see you making illusions off cooldown. It's a little slow.
Okay.
Especially this phase. It's just all about like pumping out the illusions, I think. Like I said, I'm not a TB player, so I can only speak a little bit to it. TB's like kind of a unique hero. Go back to lane here. I don't hate this actually, like rotating back to your lane. These kill attempts like aren't really gonna work, but you can just like shove in and then like go jungle. It's not like terrible. Yeah, it's fine. I like the order of your items is like good. Getting the agi items first. If you're like hyper efficient jungling, you can put your quelling blade instead of your wand in because it's like 8 damage instead of 3.
Right. Okay.
Kind of small, but not a whole lot else is happening, so I'll throw it out there. I like that you're tread switching for all your illusion spawns. Okay, so you get the Bassy raindrop. It's not too bad. I think that's something good players are doing right now. I don't know if on TB specifically, but on a decent amount of heroes are like picking up Bassies on carries.
Yeah.
So you're walking top again. I don't think I'd be farming this way. Like I think farming all these camps up here is fine, but like I kind of want to be like farming your way to your triangle. No.
Okay. Maybe. Can I take
farm your way to your
right now?
triangle? I mean, we get meta. You can. I'm not assuming they're like huge stacks.
Yeah.
But like with your Dragon Lance, like I think you're tanky enough. Especially with
Yeah.
meta, like, right? You kind of wanted to like sync up with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 'cause you went left and you farmed one camp and then you walked past like 3 empty camps. Which is
Yeah.
like really inefficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you come back into these camps. Nice, some nice micro there, sending the illusion in to like clear a little bit. So now that your axe has come top, I would really be looking to like farm your way like out of here.
Okay. Let's see if I do.
Yeah, let's see. I like the illusion micro. That's good. I don't mind farming this camp again. You think about showing up to this? Oh no, my friend. No, you can never show up to this. I mean, I don't care if you like
I knew it.
small.
Yeah, I saw Axis call. I'm like, I have to, but maybe I guess I didn't.
No. This tower is just not worth like the scenarios in which you would TP up here are like they're diving and your teammates aren't dead yet, and then you like
Right.
TP in with meta, but like this fight is like freaking like over by the time you like TP. You've already
Yeah.
lost 2 heroes. They're not like out of position. They will just run away from you. Like
Yeah.
Puck used all of his shit already. Like you just cannot TP. This just griefs your own game so hard. Like if you don't make this TP, you can like just go walk and take their mid tower and then like farm your
Yeah.
triangle and then like go bottom and like you've got so much farm available to you if you don't make this
Okay.
TP.
Okay.
This just griefs you so hard. Like, even if you don't die, which you don't die, even without dying, like you just lost out on so much farm for that.
Yeah. I see.
Plus, like getting the mid tower, you just need to like especially on heroes like Terrorblade or like Medusa or like Phantom Assassin or like AM, like these heroes that are really just trying to like power farm early. Like you need to have such a good reason to like show up. Like it needs to be so good for you. You need to be like
Yeah.
TPing into like a free triple kill. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. It just never is. Or like it won't go terribly like 5% of the time, and you'll get lucky. And the other 95% of the time, you'll just be like, wow, what did I just do? Like, well, what'll happen is 5%, it'll go good, and that's because you got lucky. And then like 25 to 30% of the time, it'll be like, like I showed up and I didn't really do a whole lot. And then like 60% of the time, you'll like feed, and then it'll like just completely grief your game, even without griefing that, like, or even without dying, that like totally griefs your game, dude.
Okay. I see.
Just, I mean,
It's
not
not-
like
I don't-
completely, but
yeah.
like you would just have like an extra like 600 gold. They wouldn't have a mid tower.
Yeah.
They might not even have a bot tower.
Mhm.
All right, I'll stop talking about it and like start looking at what's going on now. Sorry.
It's okay.
I just want you to understand how like important it is that you don't make that TP, because
Yeah.
I think you know why, because we talked about it a lot.
It felt a little bit bad after, but like I didn't understand that it was actually that bad. Like, so thank you.
This is like a... Okay, so you're just farming your triangle here. I'm just looking at the map, because you won't get ganked here. That's a pretty good gank from them, honestly. I'm not too mad you died to that. That's like a very like coordinated, high-level kind of smoke. Like a high MMR, like a really high MMR Terrorblade maybe sees that coming, but like I'm talking like 9k or above, like sees that gank coming and like leaves.
Right.
So I don't blame you too much for dying to that. Okay, back in the triangle, pushing out the illusions. Nice. Okay, take the tower. Take the tower. Take the tower. Okay, they're defending. All right, this is fine. This is fine. You don't have to like hard commit. Okay, your whole team's here. And you're fighting with meta. So now meta's over, and
Yeah.
you're leaving. Okay, good. Good. Didn't end up going super well. That's okay. You left when you were supposed to leave.
I got some gold, but my team all died.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, so this is a really hard game now because your map's super closed down and you don't have any of their towers.
Fine.
Because, like, TB is a hero where, like, played correctly, like, if you go watch, like, some high MMR TB replays, you'll notice how often they just, like, pick up solo towers while their team's, like, farming somewhere else. Like, it's very common for TB players to, like, take a free mid or free bot tower, like, completely alone because shit's happening somewhere else. And it's, like, your farming patterns, like, and not showing up to other fights is, like, kind of what sets that up.
Right. Yeah. I guess I did have, as you said, one opportunity to do that.
Yeah, you had the one opportunity. So you get Manta. That's unfortunate. Yeah, they have a lot of catch for you.
Yeah.
So farming up here. Yeah, so this is a little sketchy to me. Like, I mean, Storm just showed mid, but like, this is kind of like Medusa when you were like, you know, farming over here, and then the Wind Ranger and Gyro ganked you. You know, you really don't want to be here any longer than you have to. Like, you need to like have like this dangerousness because you're showing here. Like, they know you're in the area, and then you show again here.
Yeah.
How did this even happen? Actually, hold on. We need to go back even further to like figure out what's going on here. I mean, I kind of get that you like don't want to be in your triangle because you just died there not too long ago. But like, whenever you like show in your dead lane as like a gankable carry, like you need to minimize the amount of time that you're like actually like here and like able to be killed. Like even this, I don't really love. Like if you want to farm this wave and then like spawn an illusion or manta and like send it down the lane, I think that's good. But then you kind of just have to like get out. Like, you know, maybe you like back and like farm like this camp, and then like get out. Because like, A, you don't need to push this out that hard, like sending your main hero down here because it's just not important. B, like, you want to be moving towards this part of the map anyways because like eventually you guys do want to get this tower. Like at 85, you could like send an illusion at this tower and it would die. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And then like C, like if you're playing here, like it kind of makes it awkward for your team because they don't really want to like come like play behind you. I mean, they could be like deep pushing this out, I guess, but I don't know. It just makes the map weird when you're playing in an area of the map that your hero doesn't want to be in. It just makes it very weird. Yeah, if farming this camp is like very. I mean, like if I'm the enemy team and I see like, if I see this Terrorblade. Let's see what they see, because they're gonna see you farm top. They see you farm top, and then they see. I'm just looking at the mini map, and they see you farm the next wave.
Yeah.
Like if you're them, don't you really want to go top right now and like gank this Terrorblade? Like, oh, this guy's just farming top. Like, let's just go find him. And it's so easy for them because there's no pressure on bottom. Like, your team is not applying any pressure on bottom or mid. Wow, both of these towers have like no HP. And so they can just do whatever they want, which is like gank the Terrorblade farming the wrong part of the map. So like that's how this happens. And you just have to recognize that like you don't want to be here and like you don't want to show here a long time. If you show at all, like just minimize that time, send the illusions down the lane if you have them, and then like just bounce. You know, you just got a GTFO here and you just don't. And you get punished.
It looks like the same thing as the Medusa game, except it actually worked this time. Their gank worked.
Yeah. With the storm and then the long range catch of like the long range like snap. It's not a great Terrorblade game, I guess, with their like supports, unfortunately. Or their like whole lineup, I guess. Not a great Terrorblade game. I'm not blaming you for picking it. It's like pubs doesn't really matter too much. That was really nice for you guys. I'll watch a little bit more, and I'm probably gonna cut it off.
Yeah, sure.
If you're going BKB, you definitely need one against like Snap Pango, Storm. Showing up to this without meta is really weird. What the heck?
That guy was AFK.
Yeah, that's disappointing for him. So when did you use meta? You used meta for this like Roche mid fight kind of, and you walked in a triangle. Yeah, you guys have Aegis, but like like you're finishing BKB here, so like I just need you to like
The Ajax is on our
want to
support,
be
so
yeah, it doesn't matter. Like they don't have it is the point here.
Yeah.
Like I need like as you're finishing your BKB, your thought here needs to be like I want to go fucking ham in exactly 83 seconds.
okay.
And I need you to not do anything for 83 seconds. And it's just like how these it's just how heroes with these cooldowns work. Like if you're Void with Chrono, if you're Jug with Omni Slash, like you just have to play around these timings. I don't care that this works for you guys. But like this is just what high MMR players punish. High MMR players want to fight you when your abilities are on cooldown, and you're just walking into them with your abilities on cooldown, you know? Like if Venom's not AFK and they're coordinated and then like Storm buys back, like you guys just get fucking wiped.
Yeah.
So just like I like that you played around the item timing. You just need to like sync it with like you just need to wait if your meta's on cooldown. You know, last game you like didn't go when you had the item timing. This game you did go, but then your meta wasn't up. It just doesn't make sense. You got to make these timings like line up, and then you'll just if you're fighting on your power spikes with your whole team, like you're just gonna win fights, you know. And when you fight not on your power spikes, especially when you're the ones looking for a fight, I mean, it's just a recipe for like disaster, you know. It's like, how do you drag out a game? It's like you go take a bad fight when meta's on cooldown.
Right.
So now meta's up, so I'm really happy to see what you're doing here. I think this is good. I assume you guys just like kind of crushing here, right? Unless some fight goes really bad. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So meta's up. Moving their jungle. ICB bottom. You guys gonna push? Okay, so now meta's down again. So yeah, I'd be in chill mode now for another 80 seconds. I'd tell your team. I would say to my team, I was like, guys, just so you know, I'm not gonna be there. I don't have meta. Like I would say that just so they know. You know, and if they feed, like so fucking be it. You know.
Yeah.
But like maybe they'll be like, oh okay, like maybe we should like kind of chill. You know. All you can do is just tell them you won't be there. Yeah, here again, your team is making this aggressive play. Yeah, this is just awkward. Because you don't have meta. So, like, here, right, you just need to be waiting for 50 seconds. So, like, you don't know where they are. Well, you know where they are, right? They're in this half of the map. The upper left half. That's where they are. So, what you should be doing is you should be walking bottom. You should be walking here and farming these camps. And, like, when they respawn, you need to farm here and push in bottom. Like, you need to be staying away from the enemy side, like, where the enemy is. And, yeah, you're just walking. You know they're there. I mean, your team's looking for them. They're smoked.
It's still it's showing in the meta. It's screwing with me, but yeah.
Yeah. And especially, like, showing here, too. Like, you showed mid while you know they're not here and you know they're not in their triangle. So, like, this is madness that you're, like, just showing here. Like, this is you baiting. Like, you're baiting. I don't know if you know this, but you're baiting right now.
I don't know. Maybe I was doing this because my team is smoked. I have no clue.
Yeah, I don't know. But, like, this is just... If your meta was up in, like, 8 seconds, I'd be like, all right, cool. Like, this is a fight that's about to happen, right? Meta will be up. But, like, this is just too long.
Right, okay.
And you just got to chill. Tell your team to chill. I mean, your team, like, smoked up. Your team's, like, griefing by, like, trying to, like, start a play while their TV's meta is on cooldown. Just,
you
know. So, yeah, I'm going to cut it there. Do you have any other questions about this game?
No.
Oh, you went butterfly.
Yeah. What is the Ursa?
Butterfly is good against Ursa. I feel like...
Scotty better, or?
Let me think about this for a second. I feel like you've got a couple options here. Hurricane Pike wouldn't be too bad because the Ursa. It's not amazing. Scotty, I was thinking Scotty. That's what I was thinking originally. It's decent against Ursa. It's really good against the ranged heroes. And it'll tank you up. And the other item I'm like considering is like Swift Blink. Like Swift Blink Shard.
Oh.
Because then you just... If you like just pop people. Like if you like
Yeah.
blink on top of them and like shard, like you just
Yeah.
destroy like Snap, Veno, like a Pango who's not ulted, right?
Yeah.
TB can kind of play this way. And I feel like that would be pretty good here. You just have to be very careful to not get like jumped on by Ursa. You can even go like Shadow Blade Swift Blink Shard or something like that. Like that would be kind of nuts.
Okay.
But I feel like it could work, honestly.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, some people go Orchid, some people just go Crit. Yeah, Pike's not bad. It depends. TB's a pretty flexible hero. And like I said, I'm not a TB player, so maybe I'm like maybe I'm cracked and you should listen to me.
I feel like you'll flame me for my next item that I buy. I don't buy the Scotty, I end up getting the Abyssal Blade.
Abyssal? Yeah, I
Yeah.
just don't know if that makes sense to me. Like,
Yeah, I don't...
your problem this game would not be that, like, these heroes are, like, getting away from you, I feel like. Like, you're either... Like, Scotty to, like, slow them, I feel like, is better than Abyssal. Or, like, a Blink to, like, get on top of them so then they can't get away from you. Like I said, with the Shard. Did you buy Shard this game?
Oh, it's not Shard, it's eggs.
Is it Axe? What does the Shard do?
It's just a stupid demon zeal.
Oh. What the hell is that? Alright, never mind then. It would be Ags. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The
That's
Aghanims.
expensive, yeah. Yeah, if that was a Shard, I bet, but no.
Yeah, no, that'd probably be broken as a Shard.
But, yeah, no, I didn't buy eggs this game. I
Your
just bought
Shard
the
actually
Basilic.
could be good because they have a Veno. If you could just dispel the Gale,
Oh, yeah, I
pretty
guess.
sick. That's like the only
Okay.
use for it though, and you already have Manta and BKB, so it's probably not
Yeah.
that useful. Alright, dude, well, hopefully that was helpful.
Yeah, I took some notes and I definitely learned some stuff. Yeah, thanks for taking the time to do this. It was great.
No problem, man. Just so you know, I recorded it, so I'll shoot you the video link when it's up.
Okay,
Then you can
that sounds
rewatch it.
good. All right, thanks, man.
Alright, yeah, no problem. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.